Are we back? Are we back yet? Can you read and speak and write? Oh, okay. Well, at least at least you're back. Um, that's what I wanted. Oh, okay. I'm being bitten. It's okay. I just got bitten by a bat. I hope you can see that. That's important. You cannot be a vampire in this game. I don't think Final Fantasy has many vampire things in it. Oh, I'm sorry. As you said earlier, nothing's perfect. It has other types of characters. It has evil clowns. There are multiple evil clowns. Kafka's just the most famous one. What the hell are their names from 9? Oh, the two evil little clowns. What are their names? Nine clown. Thorn and Zorn. They're important. You gotta have evil clowns. It's like, oh yeah, okay, dragon god, got it, okay, okay, but okay, big evil hot guy, got it, okay. Where's the clown? Where's the evil clown? You got a dark lord, you got an emperor, what? Where's the clown? You gotta have a clown. There are abundance of clear-coded characters. Control F. Who was not trying to open the feed? Leave me alone. Oh my god, it's not even on the Final Fantasy wiki. Alright, I await you on your laptop. Bing! New floor. Adult Runic 6 instead of 10. I want 10. Defeat boss. Light trials. Links. Okay. 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 Gateway. All enemies, chaos monster, late trials, lesser enemies. Okay, I'll do the boss one. Wait, what do you have, Gilgamesh? That's just 10 bosses in a row. I'm gonna pass. Thanks, Dawn. White magic. Hold on, let me check and see. I'm pretty sure I have that. Nope. It doesn't matter which one I use, but charge time reduction magic. Action white magic. Yeah, I have that. I also have something identical to this, so bye-bye. I'm sorry. I don't know if anybody was seeking to hear me hum bye-bye to myself. Wait, hold on. MP cost chain spell's pretty good. Hold on. This is the problem with gear games. Is that lots of things can be actually okay, even if you don't want to use them. Wait, no, I don't want that one. That one's bad. But whatever, it'll probably get auto-dismantled. I'm sorry, you made too much noise in the kitchen. Proved effect prey. Well, that's not bad. They gotta make this game, but it gives me the stuff I want. What if they... I was gonna say, what if they made this game, but... Welcome. You're on your compire. It's on fire. Welcome to the land of keyboard and mouse. I don't know. You don't have... Do you... Wait, no, you do have a mouse, right? Oh dear, I'm sorry. Ah, okay. The mouse pad is helpful, I imagine. the hell is wheel wrap? Okay. Heaven's Wrath? Oh, right. I always think that's a holy element thing, but it is an electric elemental thing. Alright, you know what? No, I'm not gonna sort through all that. That's not very fun to watch. Let's defeat a boss. Unless you want to see me defeat 10 bosses in a row. That might be fun. I could get absolutely stomped, but you never know. Trackpad. Oh, okay. Yeah. I think I'm gonna do the single boss. That will probably be better in the long run. Please do not be the type where I have to go through the whole level. It's 1,000, so I don't think so. It's okay. You're allowed to lag. Woo. Oh god, it's gonna be Death Machine. Yep. I survived Death Machine's first phase. Oh, that was a mistake. Oh, dodge, 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 dodge. Yeah. Oh dear, that was my mistake. Let's make some bad decisions. Yeah, I'm sorry. I could, hold on. No, those are only overlay options. Broadcast. Yeah, my only options are to stop, mute microphone. Let's see. After options. Nope. Nope. Sorry. Twitch, we can always blame Twitch. They also, like, just to be frank, I think Twitch's video player is worse than YouTube's. And that it could be, oh, it's Omega. Yeah, oh, you're right. It's because I'm poor. Oh, damn it. Okay. I'm sure coughing whenever you leave the house is normal. Yeah, I agree. I think it's evil. Okay. Oh no. Oh no, I got it from Twitch chat. Is what I get for guesting on the hand stream. Oh, come on. That didn't go very well, if you're wondering. Like, it went better than it could have, but not well. And Omega Weapon dropped an ether. That's the second most common thing you can get, and the worst one. Use a Mega Potion. Yeah, the computer virus has made me sick in real life. There are probably a bunch of terrible movies about that. Or Mega Man X5.
Let's go.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Unfortunately, so that's Jack's ability. Jack can do that when he's a boss, but you can't do that as him. It's lame. Mario Sunshine him. Do you think that like there are furries who really don't like Mario Sunshine because of the cruelty to squids? Because they like squids. Like this game could also be on that list, but I mean it's not as popular as Mario Sunshine. I'm sure of that. No, I have been playing a lot of Balatro, but it's a different addiction. Oh, okay, no. I have, I don't know how many hours I have in Balatro, like 70, I think? 70? Roughly? Not sure.
Let's loot this place.
I considered saying for fun and profit, but I'm like, I don't profit off of these. You're right, it could go right to monster fuckers. Oh no. So Marlboro's whole thing is that he's based off of cigarettes and that he makes you sick. And he hits you with a bunch of status ailments. They call him Morble in Final Fantasy 16. I'm like, no, keep naming him after cigarettes. The red crystals are fun. So in the old NES and SNES Final Fantasy games, and the PS1 ones to an extent, enemies would like turn red and fade away. So this is kind of the more modern graphical extension of that. So you're not completely murdering bosses, like turning them into bloody gibs, but they are still, you know, getting the red vanishing effect, and you get the Final Fantasy crystals. It's a good medium, I think. Yeah, this is definitely the scaly one. Yeah, though there are there are probably a few bosses that meet that what do you call it, qualification in or categorization in Final Fantasy and certain other series, Echidna, Devil May Cry 4. I get Ether? Okay, not worth it just yet. Chaos Advent. Oh, I'm sorry, the Steam crashed your internet. I thought you said stream for a second, then I was like, nope, that's a different word. Ah, okay. It's easy to just play it. It's so easy to pick up and play. Come on. One more. Thank you. This is Chris Sabat, by the way. In this armor. It's voice the voice of this. Bye, All Might, Vegeta, Piccolo, Yamcha, Shenron. I'm sorry. I was hoping that the summer weather would help that. Oh. I've never... damn. Did he apologize? Okay, well, at least he apologized, and that's not quite as terrible. I hope nothing happened from it. Yeah. If he stomped on your foot, I think that would be a very different story. The Chris Sabat is an asshole story. Boss. Interest fan, not clickbait. Maliciously assaults fan simply for attending anime convention. Okay. loot game means that things that have big numbers but not the right numbers are bad. Okay. Actually, hold on. This is good. I want this. I didn't get what I want, but this one is pretty neat. Replicate. Nope. Yep. Is this shield better? No, it's kind of exactly the same, but it suits the look more. Deku. Ah, okay. Alright, well, I have upgraded it a little bit, and thank you for coming, Ace. Thank you for. I'm sorry, my brain is hung up on H Pope. Pope, and I'm just like, oh no, what happened to the Pope? I say that though we know what happened to the Pope. Where is H Poper guy? Oh my goodness, Popper guy, Poper guy. I don't know. Will this make it? Here? Damn it, she has 10 intellect already. Okay. I'm swapping this out exclusively for vanity. It's not, like, better. It's actually kind of worse overall, but vanity, you know? No. Nope. Wrong button. Nope. That should be fine. Very normal of me. Okay. Okay. I can probably do this one. I hope. Oh, I should buy more Phoenix Downs and the Mega Elixir. Not doing that. Find gateway. Go bosses. Find gateway. Okay, I will just defeat this one boss. Then I will go and defeat and attempt the Noble Void.
Let's go.
Hello, Marilyn.
Getting desperate.
Come on, throw fireballs at me. No, 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 no. No. Okay. I win. Jack, you're saying that after you won. I don't know if you're still here, Leaf, but I don't know if this game is quite to your interest. If you're into games that are more on the action RPG side with an ungodly amount of grinding, but it's what I'm into. At least if it meets certain standards and interests. Intellect 10, already have that. Blessing of Light. Charge attack damage down. Yeah, it's just this one is, here, I can just pause and show you my hours in the top right corner. Ooh, please. Damn it. Okay. There at the top right, right above Rift Labyrinth, playtime. I have a bit of a problem. Yeah. Yeah. That's why I called it an addiction. Oh, it kept this, okay. Wait, is Dawn's effect active? No. So when you talk to Dawn, she can have an exclamation mark above her head that means that Dawn's the squid lady. If she will offer you the chance to be experimented on, and if the experiment succeeds and it's based on random chance, then you will gain 120% damage done, and if it fails, you lose 30% of your health, and you have to go recover it. So this was their attempt to sort of remake slash reimagine Final Fantasy 1, but they also wanted to do a different take on the combat system entirely and have it be more, how to put it, more long-term than, like, long-term and, what do you call it? Able to more long-term playable than. Sorry, I'm having stream brain. Than FF1, which It's pretty simple. It came out in 1986 or 87. I don't remember. I wasn't alive, um, but it's not very complicated as far as later Final Fantasies went. Uh, the combat system is not too bad. It's so okay. I know you're 95, right, Leaf? Because I'm early 96. Most people in the are 95. So okay, so you start off with six. Sorry, with I think it's six jobs per weapon. These two are DLC. I think it's six, maybe it's eight. Yeah, one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. Oh God, I'm sorry. I can't save you from that. Uh, I'm so sorry. Uh, Start one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight jobs, one per weapon. As you level up the different jobs, you unlock new ones with new combinations, and then they use the weapons you have from the previous jobs, but they have new abilities, and you can have two of those at a time, two jobs at a time, and then you can take the effects from those jobs, which is the affinity here, the percentage things at the top, and then you can take those and put them on gear to get the benefits of those jobs. So I'm using a type of paladin and a type, like an advanced form of paladin, and a type of void knight, which I don't know if there's one of those in 10. Um, I've heard people compare Tidus to a paladin, like fighting with the sword and using healing and buffing magic. Um, but Void Knight, Rune Knight, their whole deal is from Final Fantasy VI onwards, and it's that they can absorb magic attacks and use those against their enemies. Otherwise, yeah, but it also has a big old loot system with lots of special things to get. Like the amount of affinity on each weapon changes. Like there's a cap to meet and stuff, and it has an active combat system where you can. So each job has its or class has its own weapons that it can wield, and Paladin's pretty limited for how far in the tree it is. It can only use 4 weapon types and shields. But so Dark Knights, their counterpart, they don't use shields because that's blocking, and blocking is for weak cowards who are afraid of dying. But yeah, that's the difference. Is they lose. Paladins recover health, Dark Knights sacrifice it, and they do not block, or at least they don't have shields. They're the only class that has one-handed swords but no shields, just because they don't block. And warriors have every weapon except for maces because maces are for spellcasters, and they don't want to do that. It's there's a bit of I don't know. The classes themselves can seem like they have personalities, which is a little fun, but for the intended playstyles and stuff. Hunter, this is probably my least used class because this is this one is just ridiculously strong, and I don't like guns very much. Sorry. I'm trying to think of how to explain this in a way that's interesting other than you get good items which make you fight good. So there are levels of gear. Hold on. No, I should go to my anyway, trying to think of here. If I go to fuse, I can go all the way to the bottom. So there are colors of gear which indicate rarity, and then you go all the way from, these used to be level 1, but Why do I still have these? Um, yeah, it's not that hard to do it. You get items for doing that, to do that. And so any job you have affinity for, it you still get experience for it. So you're still using it to an extent, but you will get, I think, less than the job you're actually in. But you can level up jobs even if you don't use them. I'm just looking at this and it's bothering me that these two aren't lining up. I will not stop everything to fix that. I will not stop everything to fix that. Let's see. I don't know. So this, I am in the. I was just gonna call it the void, the rift, which is like an end game dungeon that goes for 100,000 floors. The deeper the floor, the better the gear, and the harder it gets. Roughly. After a certain point, the difficulty is stable, but it's still hard, you know? Um, uh, okay. Yeah. So that yellow gauge, I should probably explain the actual fundamentals of the combat system that I'm doing. The yellow gauge is your break gauge. It's how you block attacks, and getting hit by it brings it hit will bring it down. Blocking will cause it to recover more slowly. Dodging and moving around will cause it to recover more slowly. But staying still will cause it to recover the most quickly. When it hits 0, all buffs you have on are cancelled. Your magic gauge goes down, and you are left quite vulnerable. If you take damage well broken, when your break gauge exhausts, it will be greater than usual. It's the easiest way to get killed. MP and HP are pretty self-explanatory, I think. Since I think you're familiar enough with RPGs to get those, but they are still pretty important, though. Come on, do your big beam. Let me turn your big beam around. Missiles also count. I wasn't fast enough. That isn't like a normal amount of damage. It's if you hit him at the right angle, which I am not doing on purpose. You hit his claws and his tail and his torso at the same time. That's just me getting lucky. But I'll take it. Oh, okay. Oh no. This is Death Machine. His name is apt. Oh yeah, you can do Soul Shield, which costs break for every second it's active. And but it can increase your max MP, and it can copy certain enemy attacks that are colored purple. I'm just trying to think of what do you call them? Characters in Final Fantasy X, and so there is an evoker and a summoner, though the summoner is not so that's closer to Yuna, but that's not really what summoners do in Final Fantasy Stranger of Paradise. They turn into dragons. Oh God. So it just spawned the two hardest bosses in a row. Um, that's concerning. And there's a samurai, kind of like Orin, and there's a black mage, but I don't think they were ever, like Lulu, but I don't think they were ever going to make that. I haven't actually played 10, I just know about it from being a wiki hound. I have played it a little bit. I had it on the PS2 as a kid, and then I lost it somewhere. I didn't by lost it, I mean I dropped it behind a shelf, and then I put it there and it got pushed back and it fell. And I got it again for the PS3, and then I lost that, and now I have it for the PC, and I shouldn't lose it on Steam, but I need to go and play it. But I keep playing this. I was like, I should go and try and actually finish the Final Fantasy games I've been intending to. And I started with 4 and 6, because I did finish 4, but it was on the DS, and I got an action replay, and I cheated super crazy on it. Super hard on it. I meant to say went crazy or cheated super hard, so I said cheated crazy. And I used the action replay and kind of ruined the experience for myself because I was 14, 15, maybe younger. And then I did play through it a fair bit on the PlayStation port of the NES version, but I got stuck at one point, and then I got so the PS1 version is the worst version, but so I wasn't enthused to go back to it. But yeah, I need, and then I played 6 on PS1. Oh, I like Final Fantasy. I just don't beat many of them. I hope my cough isn't just from going out today. I hope it's from something else, so that I didn't get sick that quickly. Yeah, I went out with my mother today for Mother's Day. We got subs. I tried to get her a book, but all the bookstores were closed. Did I ever? I don't think I've ever played like a physical F-Zero game. Only borrowed copies. That makes it sound like I stole a copy from in person. I didn't do that. But let's see. We really just went to a local sub place and got subs, and they did not. All the bookstores were closed because it's Mother's Day, and they closed at like 4 or 5, and it was kind of ridiculous. I say all the bookstores. That's 2. There aren't many in town, but still. Maybe we should have checked the hobby shop. Nope. Nope. Exceptionally legal, boy. Yeah, if anyone from Nintendo is watching, I have never ever done that. Especially not for Mother 3. Because I am faithfully waiting for the translation we know is coming. I should play through Mother 3 again. Sorry, thinking about Mother 3. Um, the wrong Dragon Quest inspired franchise, not the one I'm playing right now. Enemies. Okay. I have only finished Mother 3. I also cheated a bit though. I had a problem with cheating as a teenager, but I'd like to go through it legitimately. I did get Earthbound off of the Wii U store before it closed down forever, because I haven't finished Earthbound either, and I thought having it here would, like actually owning it would help. But I don't turn on my Wii U that often. But I probably turn my Wii U on more often than some people. I mean, there is an odd vibe to them, and I can understand not clicking with them. Like they're a bit of an oddball type game. You know? Oh, I never got any of the classics, the classic package consoles. I thought about it though, and I wanted to, but I couldn't justify it. You know. I did get some classic controllers though, like some 8-bit DOE ones, you know. I like them. Um, but then one of them broke on the RB button while I was playing Street Fighter, and that soured me on them quite a bit. Though that's the only way I have seen them break, as opposed to certain Sony controllers, which are not as durable as I would have liked them to be. Not like I slammed them into the wall or anything. Like I dropped them and then they stopped working. Like I dropped them onto just a standard floor, and then they didn't work. It wasn't like concrete or something. See, wow, that's what the trials get you. Oh yeah, so there are optional trials which make the game harder, but you get better rewards out of them, and they let you progress through the dungeon more quickly if you clear them. But if you die, you of course, well, not all the progress, but the points you have earned are lost. The gear is not, but it does not go as dreamily as you would like.
Let's go.
I thought this rock here, I thought that was an enemy, and I was prepared to fight it, and I was wondering why it wasn't attacking me. Oh yeah, I was gonna say there's a dragoon like Kimari. Is that how you pronounce his name? Do they? So they say everybody's name but Titus is right in FF10, because he's the one you get to name. It has been some time. Okay. Yeah. The little crown means that this is a chaos type enemy, and that its stats are roughly, I don't know the exact number, but about 5 times the amount of a regular enemy. That is just my own ballpark. I don't have any actual data for that. But they are generally quite a bit stronger than other enemies. And they drop better things, and that's their part of the mission. They are the mission here to be defeated. Come on, there we go. I would like for them to port the PSP Dissidia games rather than just leaving Dissidia NT, the only one you can play on modern platforms. If we were to get into Final Fantasy spin-off complaint territory. I think having only the 3v3 game on is very specific. Also, I just think it would be a good game to have on the Switch, you know? Or good games to have on the Switch. There are two, but whatever. I know that like Sony and Microsoft have basically decided their own, or Sony has basically decided they're only doing consoles, and Nintendo has kind of been like, we'll do both at once, but not dedicated to either. For handheld consoles and home consoles. But I'm like, you know, you don't have to. Neither of you has to give up on the other's territory, you know? But I know they're not gonna listen to me, but I would just like something more current to be able to play PSP games, because they don't seem all that interested in bringing them forward. I think the Vita can, but I don't know where, if I can still get a Vita. Or if it would accept my, what do you call it, my memory card. Because I played Dissidia a lot as a kid. There is, and I have ensured that I have borrowed copies of those. I would never do anything without that. Other than that, of course, that would be wrong. Oh, I thought he'd land closer to me. I wasn't close enough. Oh yeah, I got golden last October, I think, because I have only played the original Persona 4. I think that there were at least a couple things I noticed that were different. Like, first of all, I forgot how different Kie sounds in between versions. Um, but what was it? I think that they made the dungeons a bit smoother from what I can recall. Though I would have to uh, go back to like the first dungeon to make sure on the PS2. But ah, of course. Persona 6 is gonna take a long time. I only have 5 vanilla. I do not have royal. But I would rather go through vanilla even if it's like what do you call it? Even if it's not the ideal experience because I'd rather, you know, play it as it first came out before getting the better experience. Oh, okay. Is there are there significant changes?
Sweep this place clean.
Oh, okay.
Let's go.
They like run out of ammo immediately, don't they? And if you use them, did I? No, I didn't. Yeah.
So much for a fight.
Like, you mean NPC side quests or like dungeon side quests? Or okay, pop. Ah, okay.
This one's got now then. There you
Oh, okay. I would still probably prefer the PS4 version just because I spend more time on it, and I just I forget about my Switch too often because I don't know. I don't really have a reason why, but I only really think about it when I'm going someplace. Oh, there are so many games I need to play, but I'm still playing this. I put my foot on something. It's cat food. Okay. My cat was around earlier, but he left me. Please, 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 please. Alright then, fine. I should make sure that I do have something. this type. I forgot to dismantle my accessories. Yeah, okay. I can dismantle that. And these. We... What do you have, Mr. Mesh? So I know they changed some, or they added new music to the Royal. Can you still listen to the old music in Royal, or is that just gone? Okay, because that was one of the reasons. Because I heard them say, I saw things saying like new battle theme, and I was like, damn, did they get rid of the old battle theme? Alright, good. That does help a bit. Um, that's fine. I can't blame you for liking it. I have said the word devil, the phrase devil may cry or DMC at least 4 times a week for the past 9 years to another human being. And that's being conservative about it. It's probably more. Oh no. So since I'm playing a paladin and I can put a big magic shield around myself, I can just kind of go through most things, but that one move he does just makes me kneel down no matter what, even if he doesn't damage me. And that kind of worries me every time. Oh yeah, this is, what's his name? Todd Habercorn. I feel like he's been in Persona, but I don't know. Todd Habercorn. What? I'm trying to think of characters he's played other than Natsu from Fairy Tail. uh, he's, yeah. Yeah. It is the worst. Autocorrect does not really get what you're saying a lot of the time. And that's a lich, so he's quite weak to holy, so I can just whack him and he dies. And this is DK. DK is a pirate, he has an axe. He's kind of mocked by people who play this game all the time because he's like the least threatening boss. And he isn't like magical at all. He does just have an axe and he throws Molotovs and he has a gun. He is otherwise normal. And he dresses like a pirate. Oh, have you been playing Metaphor? I've only gotten like 40 hours into it, but I have liked what I've played a lot. I just, I got fully prepared for the upcoming dungeon at one point, and that put me in up to a point where I was like, well, how much more should I prepare for it? You know, and that always puts me in a bit of a mental block of how ready am I to. Can I just socialize, or do I have to really grind? And that always gives me a dilemma. Oh, okay. I've liked it. I am a fan of job systems. Ah, okay. I have seen that. Well, I have seen that exclusively pop up from you playing it, but I can't say I've played any sports simulator. Well, I mean, I've played like NHL games that have sports simulators in them, or like simulator modes in them. Canadian Moment, but I didn't play those too much. It was usually my dad or my brother playing them. But I know lots of sports games have either simulator sub modes or like aspects to them.
That's that. Okay. Treasure hunt.
Let me in. Is that like is that your like sorry, is that like an EA one? Because I know a lot, there's kind of a there tends to be a borderline on. Ah, okay. Oh, okay. That probably helps the design. Oh my God. Oh, one guy. Games made by one guy tend to be either miraculous or or they tend to not go anywhere. But this seems to be the miraculous type. I'm assuming it. Yeah. You get your Undertales and your Stardew Valley, and you get uh, games that are yet to release. Something. Strike for example. Oh, okay. Well, that's good. Uh, no, no. What about this? Uh, you talk to me, one-eyed thing. This is my favorite JRPG tradition. Stealing from Dungeons and Dragons. Look at this mind flayer. I wonder where it came from. Yeah. I haven't actually played Monster Rancher. I should at some point. I do like Sims where you can build up like either a character or characters over time. Though I'm not much of a Pokemon person, but I do. I did like the what is it called? That one boxing training game that intrigued me. I like things like that. So maybe I should try Monster Rancher.
Let's go.
Oh, come on, hit me with the spells. I know you love to use the spells. Oh no, never mind. Oh right, that is the gimmick for that you could put in your CDs and it would spawn different monsters. Uh, I don't have many CDs. Um, this isn't related, strictly related, but one CD case I have that my dad put. I think we might have like dropped our Sonic Adventure disc case when we were little or something. It was probably me, but we had Sonic Adventure in a Leonard Cohen's Greatest Hits. Uh, Sonic Adventure and Leonard Cohen's Greatest Hits CD case for years, and I think it's still in there. But that's just what I think of. The only like other CDs I have of music are like the Shrek soundtrack, the Finding Nemo soundtrack. Yeah, I think that's it. I think that's all of the disc-based music I have. Also, most of the Final Fantasy bosses, like named characters in this, are from Final Fantasy 1 or 2. Um, so, I personally like to say that if this game had simply put Sephiroth or Cloud in it, the sales would have at least doubled or tripled. Also the case for like Tidus or Jecht or Yuna or something. Like but this is supposed to be more about the older games, but um yeah, that's where I learned about Sephiroth too. But he is cool and instantly appealing and memorable. And he is still more known than probably more known than Garland or Astos or BK or Princess Sarah. Could have put in like Kafka or something. Lightning. I was really surprised when Lightning and Noctis weren't in Kingdom Hearts 3. I assumed they were just going to be in there. It'll happen. You can learn a lot. Let's see. I knew most of the main characters in Dragon Ball Z before I ever actually watched it. Which watched Dragon Ball Z in the worst way, which is to start at the Buu Saga, and then finish, and then start reading the manga 10 years after that, which was last year. No, that was 2022, 2023, I think. 23, yeah. It's very good. I don't think that needs to be like said.
Let's go.
Dragon Ball's good. Safest opinion holder. Yes. Yes. Tifa is far more the shy and gentle one, and Aerith is like spunky and playful. So that's also like kind of something that follow-up media tends to have as well. And that's one of the things people were stressed out about with the remake, and then they were more like the original versions. Have you ever watched Advent Children Leaf?
Let's go.
not like she is physically active, but she's also way more of the soft kind type. Well, I don't recommend it, but it is just how to put it. It's the most 2000 and mid aughts like anime big thing there could be. You know, like there weren't very many. Yeah, like Canon Tifa is she's a lot more interesting because like fan interpretations tend to be more about like what she seems like than what she is, and she is yeah, and like how to put it, a lot of surface interpretation of Final Fantasy VII kind of leaves out a lot of the whole like journey and their like actual. So there's a spoilers a bit for FF7 if that's all right. I know that's often considered like a spoiler sort of like safe zone, but also since the games are coming out again, and I still haven't even finished Rebirth, which I should. Speaking of games I haven't finished and should, I have the discs. It's on 2 discs again, or well, multiple discs again. Um, okay. Another fine gateway, and I can go through. I'm trying to crack my other nut, but it's not working. Wait, what was that? Enchant, okay. I don't really use Tyrant. Tyrant's whole thing is that it can buff your weapons to make them a type of magic. Like they just infuse an element. And I don't enjoy that as being its entire gimmick. It's kind of plain, I think. Like it's based on jobs that were a thing in like Final Fantasy 3 and 5, which like are generally less complex than they have become. Were less complex than, you know. You know, even if they didn't put like Cloud and Sephiroth in here, they could have put like Red 13 and Kate Sith in. Just put in the the bizarre characters. So MP recovery, okay. Yeah. I didn't even think about the fact that they're both felines because they're so very different as felines. Like put Bugenhagen in here. When I saw Bugenhagen playing through 7 again, I was like, oh man, there's no way they're gonna make him look this silly in the remake, and then they did, and I'm like, oh, they have courage, they have strength. They made him a guy on an orb again. He's just floating on a green orb, and it there's no like explanation given to it. He's just on an orb, and it's excellent. Okay, yeah, this is exactly as good as what I already have. I don't really use Divine Sigil, even though I probably should since it's a white range ability. But no, I want to keep those effects. Nah, I can keep that. Actually, no, these are the same effects on different gear pieces. Oh. Let's invite my party members back in. No, that's not the button. This is the button. Let's bring in Neon and Sophia. And let's change your jobs to be the things I want them to be, so you can level them up for me. Wait, what's this boss? Okay. 5 boss, 2 enemies. And let's bring out a feline. If the feline is willing to cooperate. Not really, but whatever. Big cat. I have no idea where my cat is. He's probably in the living room. He can lay under the air conditioner on a couch in there, and I can't compete with that. They're also not just the it doesn't have the characters from like later games. There isn't even a Buster Sword in here, which I was kind of surprised because they're the first weapon you can ever use in the game is a greatsword. So I assumed there would be a Buster Sword in here. It seemed obvious, but there isn't one. So they wanted to do their own thing, I suppose. I also wondered if they were gonna have like a gun blade of any sort, like either the 8 variant. The gun blade in 8 is just like making your sword explode, and then the gun blade in 13 is that the sword also has a gun in it, where you can flip it around and then like a switchblade, and then it's a machine gun or an automatic weapon. Also, I'm not sure, but I think Sophia might be like I think she might be the oldest female party member in a Final Fantasy. I think she's 38. I'm not certain, but I think. Unless you count like the magically aged ones, but like oh that's a wizard. An alien wizard. She's 5,000 or whatever. She's just 38-year-old woman, and that's uncommon. Neon, the other one for comparison, is 18,
Come on, but watch yourselves.
and I think Aerith is 22 and Tifa's 20 or 21. Not old characters. So the 38-year-old, and like in 8, for example, most of the female characters are like most of the characters are 16 to 18, and then there's Keistis, who's a teacher, and she's older. She's an older lady. She's 22 or something like that.
Here it comes.
Yeah. Ancient. So like putting a 38-year-old woman in the in a Final Fantasy game as a party member is pretty uncommon.
Pleasure.
Like oh, what is it? Like Sid in Final Fantasy VII is supposed to be like the aged, experienced man, and he's 32.
We win.
Let's forge ahead.
And I was like, oh, come on, man, that's not old. Tell me it's not old.
Time to go to work.
Boring. On to the next battle.
Yeah. When I worked last year, they were like, how old are you? And I was like, how old are you? I was like 28, and they're like, really? And I was like, they're like, how old are you really? And I was like, 28. And they're like, oh, you thought you were like 22. And I was like, nope, 28, 96. Yeah, my skincare routine is not going outside. I think that's it. I do drink a lot of water. Does that help? I don't drink coffee. Or alcohol. I don't smoke. Okay. Well, then that's advice I can give. Drink water. Don't smoke. And I don't know, eat a lot of fruit. I like fruit.
Let's make this entertaining.
And then we found what works. This may be a weird question, but how easy is it to get a peach in Australia? Ah, okay. Because personally, I like peaches a lot, but you know, they usually aren't in season. And I'm like, man, maybe in hotter parts of the world, maybe it's easier there. Oh, there we go. So the size of the portal determines the multiplier of points. This is a 2, and it added to the times 3. Not quite enough. But I guess it's winter for you, so they might start to be less common. This is the Final Fantasy IV area. Oh yeah, but I mean, I know that this is uh this may be a Canadian thing, but it still seems hotter to me. Though I am also from the hot part of Canada, so relatively. Yeah. Oh, it's so nice that you use Celsius. Someone I know through a friend of mine through Graham was like, "Oh yeah, it's like 52 here right now," and it's like, I don't know what that means. Metric gang. Like I can understand like imperial when it comes to like distance and weight. I don't have any sort of ability to convert when it comes to temperature. I've used like nothing but Celsius for temperature my whole life. And then when they're like, yeah, it's like 60, and I'm like, cool. Is that warm? Is that cold? Yeah. Weight, I know pounds, I know that like that's fine for me, but when they're like, yeah, oh, it's up in the 90s, I'm like, that's warm, right? And I always have the instinct when they're like, yeah, he had a fever over 100, and I was like, wow, they died? He was literally killed by the fever? And they're like, no. Because I just think it makes very even sense for 0 to be freezing. And they're like, yeah, it's like 24, it's below freezing. And I was like, why is it in the positives if it's below freezing? Just doesn't make sense to me. It seems so much more arbitrary. Damn you, Fahrenheit.
That was less than ideal. The journey continues.
Let's see what's inside.
Is that enough? That's enough. But the one part, like I know -40 is where it meets, but sometimes I'll be like, so how far is our -20 to your -20? And I'm like, and they're like, oh, or 40 below, or our 20 below to your 20 below, and they're like, well, it's cold, and I'm like, yeah, I know it's cold. I have seen people who like really overestimate their cold tolerance from everywhere in the world, where they'll be like, just below freezing isn't that bad. I'm like, you're used to being out in it for a very limited amount of time while bundled up. It is still a pretty dangerous temperature for long-term exposure. Yeah. The humidity and the houses not being built for it, you know? Not built to expel heat. Okay, this one will be tough. Yeah. So our house is they call it a house, but it's closer to a cottage. Um, or we call it a house, but it's closer to a cottage. It it's it's not great at retaining any type of heat or cold. Whatever the season is, it will be the opposite. Uh, it heats up really easily and it gets cold easily. It has terrible oh, what do you call it? I can't even think of the word, but strike damage dealt. She doesn't have any strike weapons. This is for Neon. Neon uses exclusively swords. She can use swords and great swords. She can use shields, which technically have strike damage. Oh, okay. When's that happening? If I may pry. Oh wow, everybody's traveling. I guess it is May, and May's one of the... Oh, are you guys gonna be able to catch the blossoms? I need another elixir. Oh, okay. I'm not good with seasons. Well, I'd give you advice to traveling in Japan, but I've never been there. Uh, well, I mean, who wouldn't want to go to the locations as seen in Persona and Death Note? You could get in some of the Yakuza locations, though maybe not. That might, like, those might be less safe to go to. Where is Rama? I can't say I would be dying to go to the Family Guy themed bar. That's not what I want to see in Japan. Yeah, it for the bit, yeah, but I, I feel very weird about it. Let's see, let's... Let's bring Lenny back out. And let's play riskily. Actually, no, wait, no, I forgot to feed the monsters. That was a bad choice. You can, I don't know, you can probably get some. I don't know what exactly even you'd think is after all these years as a weeb, I'd have some ideas. What can you do on your own in Japan? You could go to a pachinko parlor. You can take in the. You can go and look at the. What do you call it? The arcade centers. You can walk around in Persona 5 protagonist cosplay. And see if they let you steal things. They would not let you steal things, I'm pretty sure. I mean, it's pretty close. So each time I change this game, I like it defaults to games and demos for some reason. But I kept changing it back to Stranger of Paradise and resetting because Ace was having connection issues. And also I accidentally kicked the Ethernet thing. But it kept switching back to games and demos every time. Rest in peace, Sophia. Oh boy. Now my headset starts beeping. Alright. Headset plugged in. Disaster avoided. Best, sorry. Best of luck with your script. I hope it all goes well. Oh, I should write things. Though I'm, let's see, 1:20. Okay, yeah, I should probably try to go to bed around 2. Oh, okay. Oh. No, because citations aren't like That, because then that feels like you're like you're trying to force word count, you know? And also, like, references are pretty important. This is off topic, but, or I guess only if you consider the topic to be long videos. Tim Rogers uploaded a video after 2.5 years not about reviewing LA Noire, and the video is 9.5 hours long. I haven't finished it. I'm like an hour and a half in. In my defense, it's 4 movies long. Probably not. This is Tim Rogers, formerly of Kotaku. I think that's the website he worked for. He does have a band, I think, but I don't think it's him. No, he's not Australian. He is very much from the United States. Though I assumed he was British from his name being Tim Rogers at first, because he's just kind of like a lanky guy with glasses, and I assumed he was British. I don't know why. And then he started talking, and then he wasn't, and I was like, oh. I also thought that about Brian David Gilbert. I assumed he was British because I hear someone with the name Gilbert and I assume they're British. Yeah, I guess my radar is just not as good. What would you call an American detecting radar? It's a metal detector. Maybe I shouldn't make that joke. Okay, is that it? Okay, I did it. Yeah, it is.
That was rough.
I can learn from this. Treasure.
sometimes they will be surprised when they talk to someone who's speaking English who will say things about dollars, and then they'll be like if you say dollars to someone from the United States, they don't actually realize other countries have dollars. Like like you'll say a video game is however many dollars, and they'll be like, no, they're not. No, it's not. It's only $60, and you'll be like, I don't live in the United States, and they're like, oh, why did you say dollars? What do we have here? Boss. Okay, well that's gonna be a rough one, but what else are we doing? Please don't just be giving me the crests. Okay, fine. Chances of encountering tonberries. Zip, zip, zip. Indeed. I'm just trying to prepare because this boss, the next boss I'm fighting, I'm scared of. Oh, okay, that's pretty good. Nope, for flan and muscle meat, muscle meat, muscle meat. Yeah, there is like a real weird perception that like black people are indigenous to the United States and that they are intertwined with it, that they're like woven into the fabric, and that there cannot be anybody of African descent from elsewhere. So there's like weird nationalist racism where black people from the US will say that black people from like the Caribbean aren't actually, or Canada or whatever, aren't actually black because they are different. It's very strange. Oh no. Well, there's the break.
Allow me.
Pop. Death Tarot, thanks. I am thou, thou art I. Did I get anything? Nope. Okay. Okay, it seems I already have a level 10 strength, but gauge max. Okay. Oh, now it is ready to give me the boost. swap you to Paladin. I'll swap you to Sage. And hope that keeps us alive. My goal was to make it to floor 1000 before the stream ended. I haven't been climbing as quickly as I had hoped, but I think I'm gonna close out after 995, assuming I can clear it. Here I am. I was hoping to get here. Or at least here. I was 69 like 5 days ago. But you can't be perfect forever, I guess. Alright. Here goes. Please don't send me the super hard bosses on a high trials boss, I don't know, boss rush?
Time to go exploring.
That's the hardest boss in the game. Okay, immediately. Uh-oh. Getting back in there now. Oh, not that one. Okay. This may not be what she seems to be, but Neon is actually a tank by default. Of her 4 jobs available, 5 are tanks. She's the smallest member of the party. I appreciate that.
To the other side. I owe you one.
Please give me enough to get back over 4 bars. Good, good, good. Astos, perfect. There we go. How many left after this? One. Okay. Thanks for landing the last hit there, Neon. I was kind of looking forward to that, but I'll take it.
We survived. I can learn from this.
I did it. Yeah, you're kind of punching like the. I always assumed it was sort of the in between, but I'll take your interpretation for for the limb, but that's kind of what it looks like. It's not an ideal angle to see exactly what's going on. I'm double checking in the hopes that the effect I'm looking for will be there. can't win them all. Okay, you already have MP cost magic sigil. Alright, that will do it for me. I'm gonna go and make sure that these get saved, these streams get saved, because Twitch has changed its policies again. And I think they only stay up for like 3 days now. So I need to make sure they get saved. And then I will try to stream again soon and hopefully get to floor 1000. I'm coming for you. I'm gonna beat you. Mina Miku Ultra 329. Saniku, I don't know. I don't know. Miniku. Okay, yeah. Okay. I can't help but compulsively save. Alright. Thank you, Yoshitaka Amano, for always drawing the logo art. It's very good. And Tetsuya Nomura for the character designs and the stories that I was raised on, but still don't always make sense to me. Anyway, good night. I'll see you later. Thanks for dropping by. It is always, it looks very good. Oh yes, good night, good afternoon.